Is it recording now?
It is recording now, is that okay?
No, yeah, that's okay.
Hello my fellow Indonesians! Today I am joined by my friend.
Oh, Lindsay, hi!
We have a thing called synesthesia, and so we're gonna delve into that a little bit.
Yep.
For those who do not know what synesthesia is when two or more of your senses are crossed. And so an example would be someone can see sound or taste scents, almost. And so we're gonna just talk a little bit about what our lives are like with synesthesia. So when did you first realize that seeing colors of words was not a normal thing?
I realized that actually probably very recently. It wasn't until college that I realized that, oh, hey, this is something that other people can't do or they just don't do. That was a really foreign concept for me because whenever I was 3 and in preschool and I learned how to read, like, the colors just came naturally to that. So I just always assumed that that was like just another normal thing that people had.
Yeah.
So I think it was sophomore year. Last year.
Last year.
That would be last year, yep.
When we were talking about it together.
Yep.
What type of associations does your brain make?
For numbers and letters, there are colors associated with them. And for sounds or sometimes even emotions, there are also colors. And for people, especially. I know we were talking about the auras that people have. Yeah, so colors, basically, and that are connected to things visually and sometimes emotionally.
Okay, mine is very similar in that I have those things, but then I can also not feel sound. Well, yeah, I guess maybe that is it, feeling sound.
Yeah.
Where sometimes it's too big of a space, or it's too loud of a space, even if people aren't making noises. It's just every person has like a sort of volume to them. And then I can also see music.
Gotcha,
And so,
yeah.
like, music is colorful, and that is so much fun, and I
It's so
don't know
cool.
how to demonstrate it to other people. So I am going, we can each do a few things. So I am going to say a letter, and on countdown from 3, we're gonna say what color it is.
What color it is, okay.
So we're gonna start with the letter Q.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Purple.
Lilac. That's a type of purple.
Yeah.
Okay.
Woo.
I'm gonna do another
One
letter.
for one, okay.
One for one. W.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Green.
Darn it.
That's okay. The generic one is the letter A.
Oh.
3, 2, 1.
Red. Yeah.
I feel like it's that way for a lot of people who have synesthesia. Do you think of hammers as red?
No. I think of it... That's actually something I was talking to my other friend about because he was curious about what synesthesia is. And for me, I don't know if it's like this for you, but for me, it basically is a combination of all of the colors.
Yeah,
But whatever
of the
color,
letters.
whatever color's more dominating takes over the thing. So hammer to me is like orangey brown because of the H. But like I can see why A, because A is red and that's a very dominating color. That could also like encompass it. And like M is purple, but like hammer like isn't purple to me. It's orange because of the H.
Because of the H, yeah, that makes sense. I remember there was one day where we had just discovered that we both had synesthesia, and we were talking about one of our professors. And we were trying to say what color she was, and we decided that she was this sort of like brownish, tannish, orangey,
mustard yellow
color.
Yeah.
And because that was the combination of like the aura that I had from her and the combination of the letters in her name.
Yes.
And we went to class the next day and she was wearing her color.
Yes.
And the two of us just made eye contact across the room and we were like, ah, she's wearing her color.
It lined up perfectly.
Yeah. And we were just like, whoa. How many people do you know that have synesthesia?
Well, aside from you, my best friend back home, his sister has it, but I'm not super close with her. So No. But my mom has said that, like, she has traces of it.
Like
but,
associations.
Yeah. And I looked up, and apparently it can be genetic, and it's passed down through females.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Yes. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I've heard.
I don't know. I first found out about synesthesia from one of my gymnastics teammates.
Really?
Who had been talking about it, and she was like asking me questions, and I was like, well, yeah, obviously fall is the number 3 on the clock. And we were just like having such an abstract conversation from anybody else's point of view. And she told me that she was taking a test to see if she had synesthesia, and I was like, what's that? And she goes, when, like, your senses are crossed and stuff. And I looked at her and I was like, so that's why W's are green? And she's like, yeah, if you have, like, the same answers after, like, a month or whatever, then odds are high that you have synesthesia. And so that was the first person who I had run into, and I think that was in middle school or high school. And so then
so you've known about this for a while.
after that, I researched and went onto the interwebs, but then I was also trying to, like, draw out all of the things that I had. And I was like, well, yes, it's a yellow circle for the number 3, and oh, of course 11 is a blue rectangle. Like, all of this stuff, and the people that I met, somehow I would, like, spill some of my synesthesia onto them, and they'd be like, why don't we like yellow circles again? I'd be like, we don't like the number 3. And so it would just be this, like, whole shebang.
Okay, wait, do letters and numbers also have personalities to you?
Yes.
Like, some of them are angry, some of them are nice and wonderful, and other ones are sad and depressed. Okay. That's also too. That's something.
I don't know if this is one for you, but the letter G, what type of personality does he have? First of all, he's a male for me.
Yes, it's also a male for me. That's weird, there's no genders. What the frick? Okay,
Don't come at us for genderizing things, please. They are letters of the alphabet.
Yep, and we're also writers, so, like,
Yeah.
we're allowed.
Creative license.
Yes. I mean, I think for G, I think the best way to describe him would be pleasant but distant. He doesn't have a super vibrant personality for me.
He's angry in my mind.
Really?
Yeah, he's just like a little orange angry guy.
Okay, G's lime green for me.
Ah, yeah, that could do it.
Yep. What about L? What's the color, the gender, the personality?
L is female, which is very ironic because in Spanish the word L-E-L with a accent over the E means he, and in French E-L-L-E means she. And my name is Nowhalle, so it has that E-L-L-E-esque-ness to it, so I don't know if my brain somehow connected that. L is female, and she is a light yellow, and she is quiet and reserved.
Huh, interesting. My L is pink, female, and yeah, quiet and reserved. But that strikes me as, I don't know, interesting because my P is yellow. Very sassy, bright personality, like that annoys me a lot. But just the fact that they're the same color, but they're like opposite
different personalities.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay. I'm having fun with this.
Yes.
What about 5?
Alright, so the color of number 5?
Yeah.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Dark
Green.
blue. We're so close.
We are. Wait, what's your 4?
My 4 is green.
Okay, because it's switched then. Because my 4 is dark blue and 5 is dark green.
It's my 4 isn't a dark green though. It's a pale green. Like a nice pastelish green, but not an obnoxious pastel green.
Gotcha. Okay. That makes
If that makes sense.
No, it does. It does. What about... Okay, that helps me memorize dates. Like, I know that 1492... Columbus sailed the ocean blue. Well, obviously, because the song. But 1492, like, the 4 is blue, and the 9 is yellow, and the 2 is red. Like, does that help you memorize dates? Because it helps me.
Well, I have
tremendously.
dyscalculia on top of synesthesia. So dyscalculia is sort of number dyslexia, and so my numbers like to twist themselves around and like go inside out, and people with synesthesia See, now you
I'm sorry.
ruined me. Synesthesia are either like great at math or awful at math, or great at dates or awful at dates. My brain's a mess. Sometimes people are just like, oh, you just add up all the colors, and in my head I'm like, no, that just makes brown. It makes mush. I don't know how this is supposed to assist me in life. So in that regards, no, I'm not great at dates or math.
I'm not great at math either, but I'm really good at dates because
Do you
of this.
understand the whole like add up the colors?
Yes, like in a way I can see how that makes sense because
What if I
Like-
did like 72 minus 13 plus 8?
okay, 72 screams pink, 32 screams yellow, and 8 is purple. I don't know what that equals, but those are just the 3 main colors I'm getting right now.
72 plus...
32?
No,
Or-
wait, I think I did minus.
Okay.
72 minus 72 minus 13 plus 8. 67.
Interesting. But for me, it's more like smaller numbers, like
Yeah.
like what is it? I know that like 7, 5, and 2
Get along. They're
get
friendly.
along because of the colors as well, because it's like brown and pink and green. So if it's like 7 plus 5 equals 12, obviously, because those are the 3 colors. Or like 12 plus 5 equals 17, because like the same 3 colors.
I feel like once
That
you
happens
get
a lot.
to larger digit numbers, it's a different experience because they're multiple colors.
Yes.
Because the individual numbers of 0 through 9 have their own colors, and therefore when you add in another digit, like if you're doing 17, you then have 2 competing colors.
Yeah.
And sometimes it can be like a pulsating aura of a color, and other times it's, well, which one is it?
Okay, for me, 1 is clear.
Ah, ooh.
So that's confusing as well. So there's like no color, but it's not black and it's not white.
Yeah, no, it's translucent.
Yeah. So I don't know. That
Synesthesia is
screws.
a lot of fun, friends.
Yes.
I hope you enjoyed this short video of looking into our brains and what synesthesia is. If you want, I can link to the Wikipedia page and you can go experiment and have fun with that.
Yes, please do. And also listen to music too. We didn't really talk about that.
There's a song called Synesthesia. It is by Andrew McMahon.
I saw pictures from the space shuttle, North America at night. I could almost see my house, I could almost see the rest of my life.
Just wait for the chorus.
I'm up to the hospital, friends with news. I think trophies for songs they wrote, with the shadow of me. Cause I know people who have never been hard. I travel across the world, flying with the bus. And if I've got decent job, it's finding through.
We're almost there.
Songs we write.
Now we're almost there. Now we're really almost there. Ready? Go.
Let's see colors when I hear your voice. Grab your wings and put gravity on trial. I see colors.
Yep.
I don't hear the
So links to the song Synesthesia and the Synesthesia Wikipedia page will be in the description. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you for joining me today, and as
course.
always, thanks for watching.